If there's ever such thing as a perfect gun, this could be it. A marriage between the two greatest gun manufacturers in the world, CZ and Dan Wesson. This is the DWX 9mm on King's Gun Center TV. Well, it's a good day when we can have a gun like this on King's Gun Center TV. What?
It's here. I got to hold one. I got to actually handle one of these. I'm in awe. In awe.
It's like a ghost, isn't it? It's kind of like an enigma. It's here. One of our friends sent us this gun to review, and oh my goodness,
words escape me. I've wanted and drooled and looked at this gun for so long now. Never thinking anytime soon that I'd actually get to hold one, little less get to shoot one.
Hold or fondle. I mean, it's kind of a fine line there, isn't it?
I don't know if it's wrong or right to say I love a gun, but I'm saying it. I love this gun.
It's your amour, huh?
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing to see it in person.
Yeah. Now tell me, this gun here it's two guns in one, right? Tell me about this thing.
Well, CZ owns Dan Wesson and Colt and, that kind of thing. So what basically happened is Dan Wesson makes really nice 1911s. CZ makes really great 9mm guns. They just kind of merged them together, and this is like one of their collaborations, and this is what they came up with. I believe it is a Dan Wesson DWX.
Okay. But it has all the characteristics of a Shadow.
If you look at this gun from a distance, you're looking at, okay, that's a new Shadow CZ, CZ Shadow 2. Normally they have their orange, they have their they have a gray one, and then I believe they have a blue one.
Does the Shadow 2 have the same slide lock as this, or is this a 1911 slide lock that's been put on there?
It's been a while since I've actually held a CZ Shadow 2. Not entirely sure, but I do know that the slide itself on top is definitely more of a Dan Wesson because,
oh yeah, CZs. I love CZs. Don't get me wrong, and the trigger is even different than a CZ. It's a really hybrid frame because they don't have 1911 triggers in CZs, but this one does.
Yes,
and so they've really done more than just mated two different guns together.
They did an awesome job with this gun. Just everything about it. It just feels great in the hand, the slide, the trigger, everything like you said. It basically is like a race gun straight out the box.
So this gun here, what's its purpose?
I think it's for those individuals that like those Shadow 2s that kind of want a really nicer gun. I think it could be used as a race gun. I don't think that's its necessary purpose. I believe CZ's race gun would be their Parrot. That multicolored one?
Sure.
That one comes decked out. I believe it has a compensator. It has a little purple rail on top so that you could put a red dot. Yeah, it has all that stuff. So that one, I believe, is their meant-to-be race gun. I think this is basically looking at maybe that staccato market.
Sure.
Of a 2011 type thing. But not exactly.
Now, is this gun going to come with a shorter barrel? Because this got the 5-inch barrel on it right now.
From my understanding, I think this is how it. I don't know if they have plans to do another one.
The 4-inch barrel is on the way.
Oh, okay.
So they have the 4 and the 5. But
well, I know this was actually released a while back, but they're just barely getting them out to stores.
Oh yeah, it takes a long time when they introduce a new thing to actually get it to market.
Probably COVID too. I think that might have held things up a little bit.
Careful,
as well.
We can't say the C word here on YouTube. We don't want to get in trouble for that. Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So our recent pandemic may have caused.
Yeah, pandemic. Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez. Gosh. Anyway, the features on this gun are so unique because it looks like a 1911, but it feels like a CZ. It has the 1911 slide stop, but doesn't have the grip detach.
Yes.
Safety back here. has a 1911 trigger. So it's even more of a technical gun than you would have in a 1911 or a CZ. It's because it is truly dependent upon the slide safety lock right here in order to disable anything that's going on.
Yes.
A couple other features this one has. It has the fiber optic front sight, and it has the lines cut on the slide here to get the glare off of between the sights. So you have a better sight picture. What else does this thing have other than the pink or the red trigger on it? Full rail serrations on the front and the back of the slide here. It's got front and rear grip serrations. I mean, this thing is decked out, and it's about $2,000 for this gun.
Yeah, I believe MSRP is just a slight bit over $2,000 for this gun.
Wow.
But they've obviously put their homework in, and they've done a great job. I mean, people that have watched the show know how I feel about certain guns. I'm not going to say the name. I absolutely love CZs, and this right here, I think, is just their crowning jewel.
It's like the best of both worlds. Sometimes when you mash two guns together, you get mush. This one here, they've went way beyond putting two pieces together. They redesigned this entire gun to be a 9mm 2011 double stack with all the best features of both guns. One thing I like right here, in the back of the grip right here, it goes in further. So it's not a straight back. It has a dip in it, which causes your hand to move forward and up higher into the dovetail here.
It sinks in.
It just falls right in there.
I mean, CZ just does excellent work with their guns. I don't know anyone that has ever picked up a CZ in our store out at the range and have had said anything bad about it. Oh, I don't like the grip. They might say they don't like that slide, and I understand. They have it sunk down low, so
Yeah.
I can understand that. You know, I know the reasoning behind it, but people's first impressions. But no one says, "Oh, I don't like this grip."
Nope.
And what you're saying is they went even deeper on that cut.
Yep.
And
So it's flat in the back, and then they went boom deeper inside there, so your hand falls into the gun.
Oh,
it's unreal. A little bit closer to the trigger too, because they cut it in just a little bit more.
Yes.
How many magazine capacity does this one come with?
19 rounds.
19 rounds of 9mm in a 1911 platform. Holy cow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait to shoot this thing.
Oh, I'm dying to shoot this thing.
One of the things that I like is it's a higher profile. So one of the things that CZ really works on is getting a low profile, low center of gravity barrel.
Yeah.
They threw that out the window with this one because they went back up to a full 1911 height slide, which makes it easier to rack and grip because you have about a 1/4 inch more metal to grab when you're racking this gun.
See, now I keep making the mistake and saying, "Oh, CZ." This one is, I believe,
A
actually
Dan
labeled
Wesson.
Dan Wesson.
It is a Dan Wesson, but it looks so much like a Shadow.
Oh, I know.
So you can't not see both things in this gun.
I know. When I look at that gun, I think CZ. Just right off the bat, CZ. There it is. But when you get, it is actually, when you go to the site, yes, it's on the CZ site, but under Dan Wesson.
If you're a CZ fan and you're a 1911 fan, this is it's like a symphony happening all at one spot. I don't know if I have shot a smoother gun out of the box than this one right here. No, I'm talking about in the $2,000 range. I'm not talking about the $10,000 race guns and the 38 Supers and all the hoo-ha that the IDPA guys shoot. I mean, I get that. And there are custom
Infinity guns stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That.
The custom guns out there are wonderful. Don't get me wrong, but out of the box for $2,000, 2,100, whatever it is, holy mackerel! But it's not a practical CCW gun.
No.
I mean, unless you're big as a bear, like some people I know, but it's not, and it's a
range gun.
It's a range gun. It's a gun you can take out when all your buddies go shoot, and you pull that thing out, and you're like, beat this.
You know what? Most of those guns like that, people get them, and they end up being save queens. This right here, this looks like it wants to get out, and it wants to play.
Yeah, it does.
And I can't wait to go.
And these all come with just red configuration? Is there any other color configurations? Just red, huh?
I believe the DWX, their claim to it is the red.
Red.
Like we're talking about the CZ shadows.
Sure.
They have different
Blue,
colored ones.
red, and then the
Well, they have blue, orange, and gray,
yeah.
I believe. And I think there's one other one. I kick myself for not knowing because I love my CZs, but I believe there's 4 different color variations. The gray is the tactical. There's the orange. There's blue, and I think maybe a green. Okay. And then there's the parrot.
Parrot, yeah, the parrot. Well, the best way to know if you like a gun or not is to go out and go boom, boom, boom. Right? So you, me, range now with this bad boy.
Oh, it's go time.
Let's go.
All right, here we are. Dan Wesson, CZ, DWX, first shots.
You been looking forward to this or what?
Oh, I've been wanting this forever. Since it was announced.
All right, there it is.
Clear? Clear. The feel of the gun, fantastic. The recoil, minimal. Doesn't even feel like a 9mm. The trigger, it's too good for me. It's too good for me. I'm used to Glock. Nothing wrong with Glock, but this is way too good for me. It'll take me a little bit to get used to this, but this gun, phenomenal shooting gun. Love it.
Let's go take a look. Bingo. Right there. Was it everything you expected?
And more. And more.
All right.
If I have the chance, I will definitely have one of these in my safe one day.
I'll tell you what, I want to shoot this thing now.
Oh yeah, you'll love it.
DWX, huh? 9mm. CZ frame, 1911 upper from Dan Wesson. The grip feels like a shadow.
Yes.
It's a nice, huge grip, not for small hands. Not for small hands. I love the aluminum plates here because, man, it just grips your hand like crazy.
Perfect, right?
Oh, it is. It is just amazing. And what I like also here is on a CZ, there's not much to grip above the frame because it's really low profile. They brought it up about, maybe a 1/4 inch higher. Now there's plenty of room to grip the slide when it's in the home position. You don't have to grab part of the frame when you're sliding the slide. So far, wow. Now let's see how this thing shoots. The heck?
Oh, you got it down on the X.
Holy mac. Clear.
Clear.
I would love to take this to a carnival game. The X is gone. Let's go take a look. When I start speeding up, I started spreading them out a little bit, but that X is gone in there.
That trigger it's something else, right?
It is, the race set is right there. You don't even feel the trigger getting pressed. And the gun's heavy enough with a 9mm that the recoil is so minimal. So minimal. Back on your second shot is unreal. Unreal. The Dan Wesson DWX 9mm. Let's go back up and let's finish up this video.
Wow, guys. I don't know. Coming back from the range, I don't know.
I'm sad that it's
don't start crying. Don't start crying on me.
This gun, It's everything that I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Everything. There is nothing I would change with this gun. Not one thing except put it in my name.
Oh,
That's the only thing I would love to do with this gun right now is have it in my name, in my safe, in my collection.
Well, for our California viewers here, we do have some legislation. I mean, we do have some court cases coming right now that could possibly see this gun make it to California in the next 12 months. We got to see what happens with the courts right now, but everything is indicating that we're going to have the roster limitations taken away, and Dan Wesson can bring this gun to market. And if we hope, pray, and just keep focused with the CRPA and the different organizations, Chuck Michel's office in Sacramento, to get these lawsuits pushed through the courts, we should be able to start getting real guns back in California. And this is a gun that I think would be super popular for any 1911 or CZ fan out there. Would love to have this gun in their little safe in their house.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, this gun is too good for me. I mean, the trigger.
Too good for you.
Too good. Too good. I'm used to standard triggers. I'm used to regular triggers. This trigger, just right off the bat, it is so nice and light, but it's not feather because I've shot.
Oh, yeah. You shot
some of
guns.
those.
Whoa. Hey,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Yeah,
you know.
like you sneeze some of those infinities. We've had some of our customers come through
Sure.
and let me try one of those.
Try
and
those.
They're great. But I'm nowhere on that level.
Nope.
I can honestly say I'm just a regular shooter with regular triggers. But this one, I could see me getting used to this. It is nice, but is not to that extreme level.
Yeah, if you're looking for a light gun, I could feel this when I was shooting it. It does have a lot of forward weight because it's the 5-inch barrel. But because of that, I came up on your hands during our shooting portion. I'll put it up again right now. That barrel didn't move.
No.
It just stayed on target the whole time, even though you were shooting. It just pushed back a little bit.
Oh, it's perfectly balanced.
It is.
It is.
Hey, I hope your wife doesn't watch this because I think there could be some marital problems happening here.
I know it's wrong to say I love a gun, but I love this gun. I absolutely love this gun.
It's the DWX 9mm double stack hybrid 1911 from Dan Wesson right here. You can Google it. You can go look at the Dan Wesson site. It is everything they say and more when it comes to a great full frame double stack 2011. They've done it. They've actually done it.
Home run.
Home run.
Home run, guys.
Guys, please subscribe to King's Gun Center TV. If you like this content, we have hundreds of videos up on this channel. We do appreciate if you do subscribe and hit that notification bell. You have a great day, and thank you for watching King's Gun Center TV.